is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I have got Dawn Quinn with me in the studio. Thank you very much for coming today.
Kathy, thank you for having me.
We are talking about a program you started how many years ago?
13.
13 years ago.
Yes.
And it started out with, you said, about 40 people.
Yes.
And now it's up to over 300.
Yes.
And we're talking about Christmas for Lonely Seniors.
We are. We are. And it's hard to believe that there's many people out there that don't have family, or they're all on their own. And what started it was when a lady that worked at one of the long-term care homes said to me she liked to go to work on Christmas Day to make sure that she could take little things for the people that didn't get anything at Christmas, because they seemed so sad, of course, other people with gifts, and they had nothing. So that's how this got started, and it's just growing now. So last year it was 300 bags that we did.
It just goes to show you the need, because like you say, you started with 40 bags the first 13 years ago, and now you're up to 300.
300.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I mean, the word's getting out there that there's a program like this, so you get more people contacting you.
And we get our, we don't get anyone's names, so we don't know who they are, but we get the numbers that we need from long-term care homes or retirement homes. We're also reaching out to the public now to try to get people that are living on their own in their own little apartment or their own home, that they're lonely. They want a little bit of a contact. And during COVID, they were locked in so much that it's really difficult for them. And I don't know whether I told you about the one gentleman I had, and I went to his place. He called me, said he was a lonely senior, and I went and I delivered a bag, and it happened to have been on Christmas Eve that I did. And I said, well, you know, Merry Christmas. I said, here's a little bit of Christmas. He said, you wouldn't believe. He said, I am not destitute. He had been in the armed forces. He had a wife who hadn't known him for 2 years because she had dementia and she was in a long-term care home. He said, I'm just lonely. And I said, well, I hope this helps. And he said, this is a lot of Christmas for me. And he said, I'll go to my living room, and tomorrow morning when I get up, it'll be just like Santa came.
Yes.
That, you know, just melt your heart.
The reason why you do this.
That's right. Spread a little bit of love and a little bit of happiness, because there are a lot of people. They just want a little bit of connection. They just want somebody to say hi.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's that feeling of going back to your own childhood, of having something on Christmas morning as well, too.
Yes.
That's right. That's right. Now, you need some donations. You need some help along the way, too, with this? So
yes.
Let's talk about
that. Yes, we do. So these bags that I have brought with me have been decorated by students. And this is basically what we use now. So we fill these bags, and we start with a pair of socks, warm gloves, toothbrushes, toothpaste, soaps, hand creams, and then we move on to like maybe little puzzles or little craft items, word search books, anything that could make someone feel like, well, I can do that. That will fill in a little time for me, or isn't that cute? Or, you know, some of them we've had where they can make little things to hang in their windows, so they can look at them for a while. It doesn't necessarily mean that they have to give them up right away. They can have them around for a while.
Absolutely.
But you just stop and think about, if it was you and you were all on your own, what would sort of brighten your day? And of course, everybody gets a candy cane. That's just Christmas.
That's a given, yeah.
That's a given. And then we do things like small packages of cookies, and we do give them some candy, but we limit that just in case they have dietary issues. Mm-hmm. But what we do then also is, in the long-term care homes, we'll do a big box, and in that box we'll get fresh fruit, cheese, crackers, things along that line, home baking. And then when they go to that box goes to the homes now take them, and we try to do enough for everybody in the home so they can have a little afternoon tea.
Nice.
You know, just before Christmas time one afternoon. And so those are some of the things that we use and need. And if anyone wants to donate, we very much appreciate it. We're in the process next Tuesday of sorting what we already have. And this year I know we already have a lot of toothpaste, so I think we're fine on that line. And we also had a lovely donation made of hand soap. So we have 300 bars of hand soap.
Wow.
So that was very nice. But then there's other things. Now, I had one lady just finish knitting toques for me. You know,
Very nice.
She spent the summer sitting knitting toques. I mean, these people use these kind of things. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely. And you've got a space over at one of the Samir's building on Cornelia?
yes,
Mhm.
Samir and Son Construction have been very generous with me over the years. And yes, 91 Cornelia Street, we have a space there where we're working out of. So it's lovely. It's a lovely spot.
Is that where people should drop things off? Or?
No, they need to either drop them off to me at Dawn's Closet, and Sherry Axford that has the store in there with me. She's great. If I'm not there, she takes things for me.
Excellent, excellent. And you've got the bags from Bucker 2 Plus?
Yes, and they're so generous again. They just charge me their cost,
Right.
which
right.
is precious of them.
They're wonderful people, the Samir family, that's for sure. I love the bags too. You've taken them to 3 different schools to get them decorated?
Yes, Duncan J, Chimo, and the high school.
Wonderful.
The high school, they haven't done it before, so they were just thrilled to be able to be involved in this.
Excellent, excellent.
And then we do have, when talking about drop-off places, we do have a few spots, like we have a box at Garden Market. Derek's very generous with allowing us to have a box there, and so is Giant Tiger. And of course in my store and the Church of Latter-day Saints, they have a box there also.
Wonderful.
So there are a few places that you can drop boxes off. Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. And you've got a program for pets going on as well too at your store.
Yes. So we will be doing on December the 2nd, kick off to Christmas in the courtyard, Davison Courtyard. That's where my store is, 7 Russell Street West. And from that point till Christmas, I have a mannequin that's dressed in a lovely man's tuxedo suit, and it's all covered with pins and a few necklaces and that type of jewelry. And everything on it is $5, and the money from that goes to an animal rescue.
Excellent, wonderful.
So we try to do the pets as well as people.
Absolutely, I know how they're important to you, for
Yes,
sure,
they
for
are.
sure. Now you've got a committee helping you out with the bags as well too, because like we say, we started out with 40 13 years ago, and now you're 300.
Yes, yes. So I have Ken Snowden, Jim McPherson, Linda Bradford, Darlene McGregor, Kevin Charles, and have I forgot anybody? But
I've seen Bonnie and Gary in pictures.
now they're not helping us this year. They're just supporting us.
Okay, they support everybody, those
They
two.
support everyone. Yes,
Absolutely.
they've made some changes in their life, and I think this year was just kind of busy. So
Yeah.
they backed away just this year, but they're still there.
Absolutely.
They're still there.
Absolutely, for sure, for sure. You see them at so many different things too, so they are busy people. So once again, you've got locations in Giant Tiger, Garden Market, and at your shop and Sherry's at
Yes.
7 Russell.
Yes.
You can do that, okay.
So there's places to drop them.
Yes,
drop
absolutely,
items. We
absolutely.
appreciate
300
that.
bags you want to fill this year, so
We do.
yeah, for
We
sure,
do.
for sure. Anyways, well, thank you very much for being here today. Thank you for doing this again, too. And I always love the story that you tell of why you got this started, too. Is somebody wanted to go to work and share their Christmas spirit and with
Well,
the people they support.
Thank you, Kathy, and Merry Christmas.
Merry
for
Christmas,
everyone.
too. Yes, yeah.
Thank
'Tis the season.
It is. It is.
Thanks
Yes.
for joining us, Dawn.
Thanks for having me.